bounce back and take us all the way to 3.
Okay, Gentlemates, a map up.
What's your take on that? I'm a Flickless fan all
looking
the way,
for a
but,
2-0.
I prefer him on initiate.
Oh my god, well,
Martinez
that is a
has been
Stimpack diff, right?
Absolutely cooked within the first few seconds of the round. That's not a bad start for Cloud. Over onto the sky. Sage. Something I've enjoyed seeing, I'll be honest.
That even with a Stimpack, did it beat him there?
It's something they've got to check.
Oh, nice though, bro. It's a good reply. Man, actually brought it down to 2v2. This fade out was nice as well. We're kind of unlucky to not get another.
And there is that C's. It always seems to land. The Starzo has a
tap of the spike, send it in.
C's, it seems. Oh, that's a sentence you can't say quickly too many times.
Watch me. No, I won't try. Spike planted.
Really, they don't wait out the wall the whole time.
For mates and just waiting. The chance of one of them having pushed A and wrapped around. Now as the wall breaks, having to worry about
wait out the wall.
They're just putting
Good, honestly, I thought the wall had longer left.
Of the GX players, but these players seem cyber focused, and now both players, I believe, on the mate side have been spotted. All the info there to work with. Big swing from 2, and it's West side to triple down in the first round.
Not too bad.
We saw a flying stat there.
What was it, 1-1 on the first map for pistols, I'm pretty sure? Chippy VLR, thanks so much for the tier 1, man. Thank you for the A-mums. Yeah, it wasn't even a Stimpack, they all just beat him, man.
It's like they were just bottom fragging every game, but they had some headshots. He was actually one of the better players for this squad. Let's go! And that's what kicked this one off with a bang, fired up. We saw some of the replays of both teams shouting across against each other, maybe a bit of a grudge match, I'm sure. I feel like Starzo is one of the players that has always managed to rile up opponents to get them shouted as well. It's something I've genuinely missed a lot. I still remember him doing his aerobics exercises in
100 Thieves
all the way back at some of the early events.
I dropped the spike.
I enjoyed it so much, I even cast in one of those games twice.
Yes, you did. I didn't.
Yeah.
Set that one out.
Wait, Chippy, you on a team?
I still can't believe you said what you said, Tom, but 1-0 for GX. It should be an easy conversion here, but look at the numbers that mates have managed to get into position. This could get a little bit dicey, a little bit
They spin it by everything.
Martinez got the first. Can there be more, though? Damage, the name of the game, but GX have come in with 2 pistols. Margin for error is high. Already one has recovered a rifle, and Westside standing close by. Mates need to make this a bloodbath for it to be costly. Gonna come down close to winning the round, and winning the fight against Flickless seemed possible. And although Glyph takes down Westside, it is just the 2 pistols lost. So for GX, nothing lost, something gained in the form of a round 2-0 start here on Bind. It's exactly what they need.
I might change my thought process. Maybe Starzo doesn't
have Navi assistant
utility.
coach.
Maybe
Okay.
Is magnetic 2 utility.
That could
because I feel like his game so far, like people maybe like the stats Andes will look at the last map and go, wow,
bait for a little bit.
It's like, no, he just got wrecked by
ESC.
every single ult.
Damn, you grinded your way to the top,
timing,
man.
like,
I think it was mainly defensive side as well. Normally on the attack, like you'd see the duelist was dicing.
So you're the one doing all the work for Angel, okay. I see ya.
And then they avoided him in the times when he had the upper hand had they come his way. So it was.
And then that was, I think he got hit by 4 pieces of utility before he died. It's like, yeah,
it's rare for me
what
to
am
see
I meant
like
to do?
a Neon 7 and 15 and not, you know, roast them immediately, regardless of if it's ranked.
Don't worry,
right
someone will do it for you.
Someone will, for sure. But I don't think it's warranted in the case of Ara. Genuinely feel like he had an unlucky map in the previous. Nothing went his way, and that does just happen sometimes. You can't see that twice in a row, though. And he's coming in here with a little bit of pressure on his shoulders to deliver. Nice stuff by Westside.
You ain't getting a res off here, mate.
A bit more needed, but the time is ticking now.
Dude, the wall has been an absolute nightmare. Dude, look at how much delay he's had because of this wall.
Glyph alone, 1 versus 3 after his first pickup.
No time.
And he doesn't have a snowball's chance.
That was crazy. Sage just looked like the best agent in the game right there.
Yeah, nice bonus round from them. I like as well just how that wall is being utilized just to create a little bit of pocket space for Westside to play around. Because with that guy jiggle peeking and just swinging you in awkward fights, like, as we've sort of mentioned multiple times, he's pretty good at hitting headshots and just made that really awkward. Like, you could even see players trying to wrap around on him, but because of that pocket he's created, it definitely made it uncomfortable. And with some weaker weapons in play, managing to get that over the line. It's another fantastic start. Now, we've got to not get too far ahead of ourselves because they had a 4-0 start on the last map. And they didn't win that.
What comp do I prefer? I like both of these comps.
I do think, though, that
I'm a big fan of Sage at the moment.
Especially on the attack side, I think that's where they've really been thriving. I think they've been brilliant.
I think it's very strong against...
The lurks and
it's very strong against... Dude, I'm literally about to highlight every agent.
I want to see
He's very strong against these.
When it comes to the defensive side of their opponents.
And let's be honest, strong against this with the Prowlers.
We definitely do expect, though, on the attack for them to continue that momentum with the double dive. Like, you think about Martin and Bippo firing themselves into those sites. It's not going to be very easy to deal with. GX need that little bit of a leg up going into the next half. It's going to be a very, very slow move from GX, and it's understandable. Yeah, you're up against these pistols at the moment. Deep rotation through the spawn just to avoid any aggression that might have come through. Avoid those nooks and crannies. Take these really long-range fights. They've chosen the site that, for now at least, has the least amount of players.
Rotate's coming in though. Might get here in time. Does the gun get in? Martin, mate, send it.
I think the C slowed them down a little bit. The reveal up top and the one rifle that was given to Martin at the beginning of the round has already managed to find a target. There's Grabinho though, and Glyph does manage to get one. Time's starting to tick, and in fact, for safety, they're going to utilize that res. It might not be needed, but with Mini now, that
had to come in, bro.
He's still got an opportunity to try and take this one home, but he's not going to manage to connect.
On this one.
Will convert that 4-0 a little bit closer than they may have liked, but GX, they've got the credits to spare. They won't mind too much.
Oh, without a doubt. They can take a couple hits here or there to the economy and still be
What does the Sage do well against the Viper or Astra? We can use Short as an example. Like apart from like obviously just like selfish boots if you have a wall, right, being able to see on top of it. That's like one of them. But like the main thing at the moment is because of the Viper wall like isn't up for us long these days. You pretty much throw a slow down and it will last the whole time of them lurking over towards here. So you could just play it on A every single time they do a cycle. You can just 1, 2 if you wanted to. Or you could even just do a wall so they have to like face and they couldn't take any space with that. This is very good, man.
Fast they're going, a reswing.
Just so nice at the moment.
Great, the edge of the wall. Do they know? They know. They know Stars is in this corner. This is one of the weirdest positions for a defender to be in, and well, one that GX have dealt with. Not too many problems at all. The timing for Mini does work out. Him versus West Side is a battle of the headshot machines, and while neither of them
very nice. We spoke about it a little bit when we were watching DRX and they started to use this. I did say that Sage would just... Ooh. No trade on that? Oh, no trade on that, bro. Westside didn't commit. He kind of messed up, and yeah, you got to give it after that. Stole around. Did steal around there.
Unreal work from Mini. See him in that 1v2. You think a Red Bull clutch is never far away. And so needed when we've seen these consistent hits towards the B site now. Flood out with the Sage wall on left. It's worked. And there was an attempt here to get ahead of it. Leaving Stars to play up close. Even got on top of the wall for a moment. But then a bird having to rely on a clutch. Never ideal. But if the man in that clutch is Mini, well, you've always got a chance.
They've just added another lock to the jail that they've put him in. You're not going anywhere, son. Well, that was...
I mean, he's fragging out today, dude. He does it every day, to be honest. He frags out so heavy.
4-0, they break back, but is this going to be a different story? Martin has just dealt with Ara immedially. Bit of an off angle for Bippo. He's yet to get on the board, but...
1, 2, 3 with low money on this one. 2 that could get something into it, but... Oh, it's a bit bold. Okay, I like that he cancelled on this. Oh, smoke lineup is too far down. Unless he blocks it, maybe I missed it.
Running dry on ammo puts numbers back to even. Cloud tag very low, but so too is Bippo. I mean, we're about neck and neck. The only thing playing against GX here is this very late flank from Glyph. It's being
they're kind of on top of it though.
By Grabinho, but for how long? He's moving towards the site. He's got a smoke still and an orbital strike. He wants to be putting utility down, and that's exactly what he's doing. The timing here will be everything, and he makes it around the corner at least. But with a player peeking into bathroom in the form of Bippo, Glyph knows that they're not coming in there.
Yeah, it's great timing on this one.
And as this big crunch comes in on site, if they can
These stocks it is so good to get one here.
They've got a man coming in those back lines to completely turn the tide in their favor.
Ooh.
Glyph finds one.
I overstepped a little bit.
Well, this has put the shoe on the other foot. Now Flickless stands with an advantage, but the defuse could be going in right under his nose. He steps forward and catches
this flank on the
dude,
that flank's gotta get more.
GX push further into the lead.
That's gotta get more. Heard one over towards here and had to plant. Ended up just like stepping too far and then just got so wrecked.
Easily could have gone in the other direction if not for his quick thinking. Even the snakebite we saw a couple of rounds ago sort of saved them. And this was just quick reactions, especially with how low he was already. 5-1, a different story already from the last map, and one that is definitely going to bite back at mates. I think that's one that has a little bit of frustration. A real opportunity for Glyph on that flank, but probably didn't get anywhere near as much as he would have liked.
5-1 down. At this stage, you look back at the rounds, you think you only got the one for mates. It's no surprise that they are going to take themselves a moment, a breather, especially with the squad they're up against.
But this is the interesting thing with GIANTX. We've seen them a couple of times. They've made it to champs. They've been a squad that has, towards the end of the year, peaked incredibly highly. In terms of early tournament
what is this
success,
question?
Obviously you had the first kickoff, which was actually all the way over in Sao Paulo and was its own thing of lock-in. But since then, it really hasn't been success at the beginning of the year, even when they've stuck with a roster, whether they've made massive changes. And they'll be looking to try and change that.
That's not a normal question, man, I'm telling you.
A better look, especially, as said, they come in with no changes to the beginning of the year. The expectations are that you should hit the ground running.
I don't think that's a normal question.
After the pause, what is the change up? It is pistols for mate, so let's not set our expectations too high. 4 players early to B. TP taking on that A side.
A lot of ults, but obviously we won't really see him until the next round unless they get a few kills on this one. Triple swing over towards here, they don't say anything, fast rotate, but we kind of seen these rounds where they have the stacks over towards here and they still lose.
Pretty long range angle, tagged up as well by the nade, and then, well, good night and sweet dreams. We're down to the pistols yet again.
Even though the rest of them are going through, just look at the position of Gravidio on the other side of the map. He's waiting in case anybody tries to lurk. They know they're back.
Would one pop this guy?
Safe at this stage. The rest of the players going to home in on the angle. That's going to make it incredibly difficult. Arrow within the... Oh! I'm telling you, he's cursed. He's been jumping buckied by Starzo.
Oh, timing.
Doesn't get much worse than that, although maybe it does. 2 quick kills. There is Westside.
Bro, this guy's movement is crazy though. His movement is so nuts while he's in between shooting.
Well, he's getting ever closer to having that res online again.
Very, very calm as well.
So good, man. It's ridiculous. I take back what I said. No, don't give him the sheriff. He needs that fire rate. Still hits the headshots every time. Yeah, Ara,
we need that many replays of it.
I really feel like Ara must have been rude to someone. Like
guys, what's happening, guys?
What is happening? A 6-1 scoreline, a dominant display from GX, a team who went 4-0 up rather in the previous map, and then it ended up as a pretty tight game. Here though, they're not relinquishing that lead. Up to 5 at this stage. They set their sights on B. Already a Nightfall is going to be put into play, yet amongst the chaos, Glyph's gone down.
It's going to work so well. One pass and hold over towards big site.
First one's easy. Second one might be tougher if he dies.
Damn, he got a double though.
No, he's taken Westside down. Giving them an opportunity.
No res on this as well.
Okay, showstopper just used to defend and just about. Bibbo's going to survive.
Oh my!
Team that gets the trade back. Nothing going for Arrow.
Rubinho's going to have to do his lineup early.
This is where the post block could get nasty. This time though, Starzo does catch the timing. At least Carl.
Oh wow, they absolutely wrecked him on this one.
Work it out, and well, I don't think that's going to stop them defusing. I think they've just about. It's going to come right down to the wire, the timing here. So much so that neither of them got it on it immediately.
We're all panicking here.
Oh, they're going to get it.
Oh no, he's come off it. They'll never have time. Somehow.
Damn, only almost 10 seconds.
6-2. A 4-round gap now to play with. Big one for mates though. Seeing Bippo fire off like that, surviving on the side from the showstopper. And it was, yeah, straight through the wall. Of course, Seeker is giving him a little bit of a hint on where that fight should be
He's on
taken,
site.
but
A little bit of a hint.
Maybe that was it. That was it from Arrow. He's used the monkey paw.
Yeah.
The finger's gone down. He's gone, I want to win our map choice dominantly. But he didn't say that he wanted himself to play well. So that's the curse.
Yeah, I mean, they
That's
do
what
have
comes with
ults
it.
again. They had a bad start on the first map.
yeah, maybe Bippo said the same thing. He's been having a tough old start.
What did he wish for? I guess their map. But it wasn't that dominant.
Damn, they had a setup for if they swing over towards you with the Sky Flash. They're kind of nice.
How much longer are you going to be able to keep him down? We've certainly seen a high ceiling from him in some of the games so
Guy's
far.
in trouble.
Cliff forced back. Grabwell will
Oh.
deny any further advancement. That's
Wait, but your team isn't fighting.
So it's not the end of the world, but in goes the conversion
Bippo.
path. Walled off is Bippo. He has a choice now.
Completely on different pages, man. This guy's out here getting out of here. This guy's sending it through the double TP.
It makes all the difference.
I think that's the third ult we've seen in the last 2 rounds that has ultimately done absolutely nothing.
They just got walled off.
They've been sectioned
Whoa.
now. Flickless again. That man spent the whole offseason just hitting the aim trainer. He was good before. He's disgusting.
Oh my god, I thought it was going to be a lineup.
Team though, well, they needed a hero.
Down B.
It would have had to be a miracle, and unfortunately this one, it wasn't
Spike
performed.
planted.
It will be a 7th round for GX, unless Bippo is going to go for the 1v3 with 29 HP. And guessing from his position, he's
And
not
they're
going
not
to
going to have good money.
I don't know what's giving you that impression, Tom, but I'll go with you on this one. For Bippo, the save and right back to winning ways for GX. Map 3, not on the horizon
might
just
force
yet,
into
but
it,
it
though.
is starting to inch closer as that lead cannot be closed in on. But again, we did talk about this, you know, when you think about mates on the attack side, not even just talking about their composition, but the team in
If
general.
not for the way they ult,
it's
that
where
was
they've
fine.
really been doing their best work.
I mean,
And
not
so the
really.
question that I don't think anyone has a definitive answer to.
When your
it.
team's not on
How
the same
many do
page,
they
it doesn't
need?
really work well.
Every little's going to help.
Like, if they were actually fighting, creating pressure over
Moving into that
towards here,
next
they'd probably
half.
get kills.
For now, nothing but GX victories on the board.
The worry as well, though, is if you look at the composition that's being run by GX, and it is a very disruptive comp when you're trying to play up against it on the defense. Like, you've got the smokes, you've got the Viper, you've got the info from Cloud on the sky, and
grey
then you've got
round
the
from him.
Sage Wall that's just going to be annoying. So I do worry that GX might already be in a good enough position for themselves going into the defense, and I almost think that mates might
Okay,
need
and
to
pretty
try
much
and
in
run
all
this
in
the way
rounds.
back to a
It's
7-5
7-2
where
if they
we're gonna
lose
see
this.
a competitive second map.
2-4.
So this is the line.
Everyone's
going to
be sitting about 2,700.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be great.
It's not been particularly close. Like, the last map was very back and forth, and this has felt like
Oh, this is a stump.
blips in a story that's all GX sided.
Oh, I agree with you there. I do think, you know, for mates, pistol rounds, if they go 8-4, it's going to have a lot of weight. And you can put it down to a coin flip at that stage. So, yeah, I can see why your line is drawn here, Tom.
Your line is one off my line.
No, I wasn't saying 8-4 is my goal. I think it is probably 7-5 as well. At roundabout there. Because, again, otherwise it goes down to, like, do you win the pistol? If you don't,
Yeah.
it's a
And
huge
when you're
task.
up against Grapedio and the West Side especially, you can't really bank on that. Bippo looking for some spams. He shoots and immediately dies. Martin has got one back with the trades.
Trades with Res as well.
Well, yeah, and Rez. That's the problem when West Side's getting so many kills. The only problem with the deaths is it's going to make Ara's stat line
I mean, that
even
was
worse,
a
as
bit of
he's
a
always
shocker.
the one that's being brought back. It's going to be like he's died more times.
Like, if they're
than
going
there
to do
were
that, should
rounds.
Martin not just be
It's not
instantly
quite there, but he's
flashing?
pretty close at this stage.
This is it. Like, I will say, the fact that there's still players on the mate side spamming after everybody has been domed the second they did that, it's a little bold.
I mean, it is just one of those scenarios where you've got to go
God,
all
they're
in
getting
at some
so
point. You
wrecked
gotta
this
take
map.
every chance just to see if you can fight your way back through, and every chance taken, it all
Yeah.
went GX's way.
Everyone going all in with a losing
What was he
hand,
thinking
it felt.
there?
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
I'm honestly not too
Twos,
sure.
threes, And I think at this stage, in zone, probably the most frustrated with that. Everybody's alive at the end of the round, but they don't get their flawless.
no flash
on
Has
this
to
as
be
well.
used to pull them back into that. But I think we can look past that technicality and say that it was, in spirit, a flawless
Maybe they're
round.
hoping that the dog,
I think I
GX,
might
so
be the
many
best
of these-
stage in this game.
Best
hoping,
stage of this game, very well maybe.
hoping that the dog maybe
Most modest as
Has
well.
he watched
just goes like this, I
play?
guess.
But this is the thing, man. I think for GX at the moment, it's night and day to the previous map. It looks like there's nothing they can do wrong. Even in that opening fight, what, 2-3 rounds now, Flickless has been able or west side to just spam someone straight through a smoke. Cloud as well when he popped the ult. Actually, I feel like there's been a lot of rounds where mates have just been a player
disappointing that we
down
rarely see
because of
wonky
something that's
comps.
kind of out of
I
their
think the
control.
meta's good at the moment. We see a fair
But that
amount.
said,
You
GX
don't want to
have
see a pick ban system,
been
I promise
playing,
you.
I think better as well on a
It
round-to-round
would just
basis.
make for the
When the look doesn't go
crappest
their way,
gameplay you've
nice start
seen.
from Starzo, but it's going to be tough to find a pretty end to this one.
Yeah, it's an awkward position from Glyph. Does he get anything? There's one. Needs a little bit more, but no, again. Just keeping things level. Through they go. Really nice flash. Problem is, Bippo's had to duck out of there, and there's Grubinho to save the day once again. A superstar within this GX roster. And now Bippo, he's got to increase his kill tally by quite a bit to make this one work. And
Contact double swing.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple more. He's aware of it. Smart stuff. That's already his kill tally doubled. Can he make a triple?
Ah, that's unlucky,
That's
man.
pair of
Good nice try.
9 and 2. A very different looking.
Yeah, this
back
one's
to
a
the
stomp
last
for
one,
sure.
a chess
What's the
game
third map
that
again?
Instead, it feels a bit more like Kaplunk.
Is it
Everything's
split?
falling apart for me.
Can't even remember.
I think one team might be closer to flipping the table than the
Full
other.
split?
For that defensive side, 2 on the board, 1 here or there. A clutch for Mini that put the first up. It's not been a lot to look
Purple
back
Math
on with
comfort.
promise
At
for
Giant look way
said that
comfier
second
on this
half,
map, and I do think the
everything
Gento
changed.
mates are struggling
Bippo can feel
even
bit more
a little bit
comfortable
against the
taking tip of the
Sage.
spear alongside Martine, the flood of utility. It could look fantastic, but if you've only got 2 or 3 rounds to play with, which is, you know, I hate to break it to you, but the maximum mates are walking out with is 3. Your margin for error is going to be very, very thin. GX building a lot of confidence up in this round. Or in this map so far, man. He's got every ult in the book
That's
after him, and he'll
unlucky,
be
man.
caught on the way out. The disadvantage brought back by Starzo, however.
Yep. Seeker eventually will tell them he's there, but it's a little bit too late. Aggressive position. Glyph versus Ara. It could end up deciding the round if the angle checks properly, but Ara's going to win it out. Leave Starzo with everything to do, and just look at
Dude,
the
I honestly
positions
thought
of
the
both
Seeker
players,
might,
one in heaven, one
might
back
throw him off
towards
there.
the showers. How do you clear both of these players? And the worst thing is he doesn't even know where any of them are. Ara could have easily gone back in towards the lamps, made it impossible to get him behind, and he's just having to check absolutely everything. Looking at the plant maybe gives the game away slightly, but neither of them are falling for the tropes, falling for the traps. It is perfectly played by both of them, and eventually, sure, he'll get a kill or 2, but it's irrelevant at this stage. Even just messing about a little bit, sure, Arrow will fall, but it is meaningless. 10 rounds.
10? That was a convincing half.
Just had.
And honestly, I think the Sage is just going to look just as strong on defense here.
They managed it in the first half here on Vine. Phenomenal work. And now it's time to send it over to Lou, who's standing by with Flickless's mom.
One enemy Thank you, Tom and Mitch. And what would be a VCT game without some proud parents and families supporting in the crowd? Wendy, Flickless mom, just joined me. Welcome to Berlin, first of all. Wendy, it's a pleasure to have you here. And first of all, you know, we know how hard it is for parents, you know, to let it go, to let their child, you know, live their dream and commit to esports. So can you tell us how that road was at the beginning and what made you eventually change your mind and believe in stream?
At the beginning, it was a real nightmare for every parent, I guess. But it began already when he was little, 6-year-old, with the portable PlayStation of his elder brothers. And his father bought him some games to play. But when he was about 12, I guess, he was always at the computer playing games and everything. And I even drove to my work with parts of his computer in my car.
For him not to play, you took your computer to work so he wouldn't play?
For him not to play, to pass his exams.
But now, like, why do you believe in him now?
Well, it's because of his oldest brother. He talked to us, to my husband and I, and he told us that he played already the whole time, and that he was already very good.
He's very good indeed.
Then we have had the chance to look at him, and so...
and here you are, right?
His biggest fans.
And you are his biggest fans indeed. A round of applause, of course, for Wendy.
BXN J-Man, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the 5 months.
Your son has been doing amazing on stage, so I was just wondering, do you have any tips for the stressed parents watching their kids play Valorant?
I'm very stressed. When we are at home, my friends are watching the game, my other kids watching the game, and I'm in my kitchen and I cook everything. I make chicken nuggets and everything to give to the friends to eat, and I hear them shouting, so I know it's good or not good.
So you're just listening, right? You're not watching in order to not be stressed. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Wendy. Let's see if GIANTX can take the win on this second match. Back to you, Tom and Mitch.
Nice.
Well, I'm just hoping that some of those chicken nuggets
That's a
Stole his monitor, dude. That's a
Oh,
classic right there.
Making chicken nuggets for the friends to watch Flickless play. Double older brother as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if one of my siblings would be convinced by parents like, you should let him play video games more. They're like, no, get him away. Get him away.
Well, I'll tell you what, chicken nuggets, I'm sure it's fun to watch Flickless play with, but I feel like having some popcorn because the guy looks like he's in an action movie a lot of the time out there. John Wick on the server. GX
All right, what do we got?
On the board, double digits in the first half. I mean,
Easy map or close
Come
map?
on, how much do you believe in that attack side now?
yeah, you know, you said 7-5, but Tom, I knew 10-2. You know, that's what mates needed. 2 rounds, it's enough. They can easily
When
take
you're right,
this.
you're right, you know.
Another 13-10, here it comes.
Oh, it's going to have to be this pistol round goal in their way. And well, Martin has managed to get the better of Flickless at least. That is a danger man gone early. I'm still looking at the position of Westside, just clearing everything behind them. This position from Starzo as well, it's like just the rattiest of spots, and they're going to go back the other way. You've got one man on one side and the rest of the team on the other, and Starzo's like,
Who's
no,
believing?
lads, follow me. We're going into the B side. Now Westside's position is completely null and void, and they have the B side for free.
Another one tap from Starzo as we go to a 4v2. GX now looking like they're going to give mates at least a foot in the door, but still something to be said about this with Gravino on backside. West side doesn't land the headshots when it matters here in the pistol. So Gravino, an ace needed. What a performance he's had so far. Some big rounds in that first half, but this one would certainly take the cake. There it is for 3. 40 HP though.
Ooh.
Nice try. But 3 rounds
kind of felt
on the
a little
board
doable
for
at the end.
Gentlemates at long last.
I'm not gonna lie, after he got the first one, I believed he was gonna do it. Just with how good he's been. His aim just seems to have hit another level since joining this
Thanks, Andy.
GX squad. And oh,
one enemy
that is the lifeline. A long, long way to go before we can start talking about any real danger for GX on their map choice. And I'll be honest, with how this series has gone, I'm happy to see Split on the horizon. For Bippo, though, that's rough. Like, he has been having a bad game, especially for what we've seen from him so far. There's a freebie, at least. With, I would say, a little bit of help from his friends, but that is 3 assists that have come off the back of that one.
Oh, it's a risky play to go through that smoke. Flash is good. Bippo keeps on going, though, and the confidence is there up against the eco. But, you know,
for the nade might take him down.
Mates look for their 4th. The question of damage is going to be a difficult one for GX to have any sort of meaningful answer to. Mini on the pistol gives that extra margin for error. Ara's already taking a bit of, oh, it's the decay. In fact, it's not damage. He's right back up to 100, so there's that.
But just look at them. They're feeling out the other side of the map, though. Just look how far Martin has gone. And with Starzo going down, I wonder if the question starts to begin of like, okay, are we going to now go back in the other direction? Doesn't seem like it, though. They look fairly committed. Ara pushing up might even sell them the wrong idea. Like, with somebody looking that far, it might have been an attempt to camel the other way, but now they've spotted out the second
so
player.
confident no one's there.
Making things
And they got some
a
freebies
lot easier for the squad in this one.
Just stolen what could perhaps have been Bippo's ace, but fair enough. I think a win's a win at this point. Hour 65, Spectre miles away. That got really dangerous for a second there. I mean, they were in a defense.
Yeah,
2
I think they were in
players towards
control
A,
here
one
the whole
holding
time.
short, one holding back. 3 guys creeping up long, and Starzo just walks out against the classic. I've not seen goal like that for a while, but as much as he was punished, it doesn't seem
Hello,
like that's
keeper,
gonna come
mate. How
back
we
to
doing?
haunt Mates. Aaron, I like what he's doing, just trying to play the exit. To be honest, if he's patient enough, he might get the chance for one.
Yeah, they're looking. Yeah, the thing is,
Teams are getting so good at the end
they
ecos at the
look
moment.
towards the spawn, and because they
Is it
haven't
Lev
heard
in
anything,
America?
I
They
was wondering
definitely
if
have not
maybe
got
they
it
go in
down.
that direction, but no, they are going to walk this way. I assume they'll go.
The EMEA teams
left
haven't been
towards
ecoed
Glyph
that
in a
much.
position
That's
that's
true.
already clear, rather than going back. And the stun's
fun.
really nice.
Spam it.
They were just guessing where that last player could be, and they are waiting and
Nice.
watching. Well read from Mates, because that easily could have been a far more costly round.
And I think in these rounds especially, it's very important. Like when you're already trailing, you
There's all
can't
the
give
util.
away the advantages that
Ooh,
you
that's
have
a nice fader.
that you've gained in those early fights, especially against an eco. And I think I like this. We're seeing Mates completely locked in. They know that they're miles behind. They know that this map, it's not lost. 6-round gap. We've seen way crazier things happen, especially here in EMEA. But they know that they've got to play it round by round. They've got to
Only
lock
for
in this
outside of
moment.
showers, so
And
they probably
even
want to go
just
fast
close that
showers.
scoreline in, if they do end up on split, as I said, all hope not lost yet. It'll be an A play from the Gentle Mates.
Late
Already
fade
taking
eye,
a
lock
lot
him
of
in.
control. This is gonna be a very
Star
quick
reacts
hit.
depending on who they saw. Dude, how's he alive?
Pippo!
8 HP.
And Flickless is still alive. That's a crime.
He's lucky to still be standing. Fabrizio in the corner,
He knew the
flash
flash was
again.
coming. He played
Perfect
anti-flash
for
early.
Martin.
That's
And
a little
another now
unlucky.
dropping
Wait,
in
big
eye.
kills.
Falling Black Flies, West Side. Always good for one, but with the credits that they have,
It's still into a bonus.
they consider going for this. Of course, up against the bonus.
I mean, they actually have quite a few flashes. Maybe this is
think there'll
doable.
be a vulnerability or two, or if somebody gives them a
Sage wall for the
favorable
tap of the
fight, they'll
spike.
take it and run with it. But Cloud's fully committed. Back in towards the lamps he
Player
goes,
standing.
and Mini's not missing that from there. Leaves West Side versus the lot, and as the wall goes down, all three are waiting for
All
it.
right, maybe this gets a little close.
That is a much-needed bonus round victory for Mates, and maybe the start of what is the comeback now. Because I'll be honest, pistol and follow-up didn't mean a lot to me.
No, that is very fair, Tom. I'll give you that. This third definitely changes things,
it's unlucky,
especially when they
man.
lose opening pick. When you see Bibbo dive in and leave a guy at 8 HP, get worried. The rotate's underway, but very nicely dealt with, and I think a lot of that goes down to Mini.
boys, take guns, take guns, take guns.
Taking the really important fights towards Lamps. We come in here,
Don't understand why
10 to
K-Corp let
5,
Martin go.
gap closing.
They might have
Pistols
just
in
offered
for
him the
GX.
bag, honestly. He also didn't have the best year, I guess.
What looked like a map that they'd made a meal of now looks like a bite-sized dish. Maybe an entree to start at least here.
Outlaw in play for Martin, of course. One shot to
For
anybody
his
that
standards they
dares
deploy,
face
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Well, we'll lock down some control. Now at least Mates are happy to feel out the
Okay,
map.
let's look at this one a little bit.
Well,
We
from the couple of
got
matches we've seen,
no real
very
armors,
happy
some light
to
armors.
play
Martin might be able to
decisive
farm them a little bit.
They make their decision
It's
later
all
into
about the next round,
almost
really,
wait for
unless
their
they hit some
opponents to use up
shots.
that
What are they going to
utility,
have? Brim ult,
make mistakes.
probably a fade ult.
That's exactly what they're doing for now. I will say that for a team that has said that
This is a big match.
brand
I mean,
new
it's
in terms of every
we're in
single
triple
piece of the
elim, so
mini,
if people
the
lose this,
synergy
they go down
squad
to the
looks
middle
have
bracket.
already as a base. Very, very good.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
basically
one player keeper as
3
well,
strike
change
system.
of role completely.
You
So
lose 3, you're out.
even in terms of his individual comfort in
It would
this
be
year,
1
new
out of
teammates,
3.
new role, everything is different. Like
30 seconds left.
you said, this
Ooh,
is a squad we
didn't
can see
reach.
doing damage in the future, but it looks
Ooh,
like
and the
they're
Brim Molly
here
wrecked him.
for the here and now. TP
Oh, they actually still have 2
here.
here.
Decoy's already gone into B.
Ah,
They
it's a
need
shame.
these picks, and that's huge. Martin finding them on the pistols. When you're up against time and
Nice
they've got
shots.
the numbers, it can be disastrous, but Martin has dealt with every
10
danger
seconds left.
and left him with an easy plan. He keeps on
Okay.
going. A 4K runaway Mini. That's Martin's kill.
Give me
They're
your gun,
swapping
mate.
weapons. They're giving it to him. Good teammates as they start it.
Give me your
We'll
gun.
get it the fifth. Martin! An ace down on that stage as the comeback continues. That'll certainly help the climb back.
I like that he points at Mini, because he knows that Mini could have taken that
Yeah,
kill if
man.
he
I mean,
really
this is
wanted
the main
to.
reason that people in
It's a good
EMEA aren't
teammate.
getting
That's a real
ecoed.
leader right
They just use
He
the
is an IGL. Who
outlaw
cares
so much
about
more than
all
some of these other
They can
teams.
get confidence.
Yes, yes.
10-6. They leave it late, but they never.
It's
seem
so
to
hard to get
crumble under
ecoed if
that
you have someone
pressure
that's
as
good
well.
on an Outlaw.
Lurking sniper rifle into the B site.
Reverse Gentlemates from last year.
Yeah, exactly.
We're slow to start, but then we close it.
Yeah. I don't think anybody ever said like, "Wow, what a great comeback from Gentleman." But we'll see.
What a great comeback from whoever's
It's funny as
opposite
well
them.
because they had a player with that
What the
name.
hell?
Yeah, he didn't have much of a comeback today either. Well, 10-6, mates starting to drum up some support, some hope at last. Martin in there on the.
No way, that's so unlucky.
Trade.
He lined up into his teammate. That must have looked sick from his POV.
Starzo is clean.
That must have looked so good from his POV, man. The Euro just appeared.
Cloud on west side without a clue as to what just went wrong. That's, Andy, I'm gonna have to use you here, man. Show me what Starzo just got up to.
Literally, it was the Nightfall. He put the Nightfall in and just went, they can't hear me, I'm just going to sprint. Like, everybody else is focused on the rest of my players, that I can just have that as a distraction. And he was right. That's fair play to him. And after the remaining two, getting back in is just impossible. Cloud alone. Starzo just looking to join up with the rest of his team. Doesn't have any interest in over-facing here. Again, almost just being that distraction. So the others can find the kill.
Okay, very nice, man. Money's in the bin again. Gonna have to have another low buy.
Set play that just has layers to it. Like you look at the start. And
Dude, this must have looked incredible. Which replay angle did we get?
And in reality, it really wasn't. It was set up so that Bippo could get in behind, and then Starzo
we didn't get
could
to
go
see
in even further. Like Starzo was layer 3. The first being Martin, the second being Bippo, and then the third just him full sprinting while players can't move.
And a timeout from GX. Not only
Yeah, much needed timeout.
Now, one that, well, Tom, yeah, you made a joke, but I was right there with you, to be honest. Like 10-2, the map's already over, surely.
Yeah.
And yet here we are, a climb back from mates, and again, not a climb back where it's clutches, where it's close rounds, and we go, well, this could be over already. In fact, it could be a lot closer to being over in favor of mates if they showed up in that first half. This is now getting concerning, and with that timeout
Involving
from GX,
Watson, yeah.
you can see it's certainly getting to them.
Yeah, and I think as well, like even with everything changing coming into this year,
You
it's
stream at the
still
highest
difficult when
quality,
you
yeah.
come into a squad that has the stigma of choking games. Like we have seen that transcend a roster and move with an org,
With a logo,
yeah. Yeah, sorry, Liquid. There have been moments that you kind of go like, oh, is that going to be the fate that they suffer? But this team's mental resilience seems so strong to come into a half 10-2 and play like, play like no one's watching.
Not a chance,
like
Sonya. Why would I
is
ever
wrong
sign
at
up to
all.
that?
And wow, they are looking like they are back in this game already, which for GX is a massive wake-up call that you've now lost 5 rounds in a row.
It sounds like hell.
Where, okay, we had pistols.
Coaching the mods play.
Second round, or they got a little bit
It's
lucky.
actual
Like,
hell.
Those last couple were just well-executed rounds.
Gap of 3 and pistols in play. Ults that will start to build up for GX at least. 2 away.
Okay, another. Honestly, it could be another round for Martin to just farm here.
This defensive side, so the next buy round will have a lot of power behind it, but I mean, take a look at the credits on Gentlemate's side. They can afford to lose around an ult dump, still fight right back, set themselves up in a really good position, and it's GX that now.
Contact, flash, nade, or send. One person send.
But the weaponry's not quite there to make it work, and Glyph is quick to punish Cloud. With arrow low as well, and pistols across the board. Looks like mates have done the hard work already.
Yeah, still plenty of time left for them to play with, so no real need to rush into things, and that gives Martin time. And I've enjoyed seeing Martin as this secondary duelist because a lot of the time it's just them giving him space. Like, let him go walkabouts, let him find gaps, let him look for
especially in these ecos.
space. Starzo once again working as that distraction. Bippo even going through teammates.
This is getting
just to catch the vulnerable players.
it's getting
This
really
time,
close right now.
Shorty does do the work.
Mainly with the plant as well. Gets ult. We go into another big buy round. They got an ult to get onto site, an ult to win the after plant.
Just look at the credits. Even if he
West side at
kills
least
3,
can have res
maybe
once he
even 4
dies.
here, it means nothing to the amount
If they
of
get an
credits
orb,
that
they
mates
get.
have.
Dude, they might have to
It
go
would
get an orb really with what's going on.
Have a butterfly effect in a later round, but that's
They'd
the
win
most
the
you can
game
hope for.
before.
Yeah. You'd have to have
Astra's
a
on
5
hunting
off
G.
buy
He's kind of
coming
close
out
to
or
ult as
something
well.
really mess him up. West side.
Uh-oh.
About to be crapped up on
Glyph
from
go?
behind.
Does he go for the
Glyph.
knife? Does he go?
Astra,
No, he
one
doesn't.
away.
Extra orb as well. That's
He's
gonna be-
nicer than me.
Yeah, no, the orb's big for
an
the
amount
Astra
of
here.
It is an important kill though as well for
Yeah.
an in-zone flawless going onto the Astra. One away from a Cosmic Divide now to work with. There's a couple ultis that we said for GX would be online. Orbital Strike, Res, and Seekers. It's quite a bit to work with there with a pit and a showstopper in just one. Potentially all 5
Are you surprised with Gentmates? I tried to fight pretty hard for them in the Plat Chat rankings. I always thought they were going to be good. I think they're a little better than I thought they were going to be.
The A game is for GX. 10 to 8.
fair.
I'm surprised that we're here.
But I think I was one of the only like
Although seeing mates perform very
believers,
differently in the
but
second
even I
half,
didn't believe they would win this
probably
one.
shouldn't be.
If they win this one.
Well, no, it is leaning into what I said earlier, but to an almost extreme degree. Like, their attack sides have been fantastic. And it seems like the layers to each attack round is like they're adapting on the fly, but they also just have some very good set executes.
Damn, we're
Now a
really
switch up
bringing
of
back the
sorts.
old school.
A wall to give West Side
Not for
an
long,
early
though.
fight, but yeah, the problem is with how slow
Careful
mates
here.
have been, that wall might dissipate before he even gets the chance to fight.
I mean, they've been flashing this every single time.
Well, the timing here could be really rough if he falls and instead he's
We got hit by
gonna be
it.
stuck on top of it. In fact, they're even ready for it as well.
Yeah, I
But
wonder if
he's
they
the one to get
realized
the
and
opener.
heard it.
Orbital strike could
Still
be done.
nice,
The
though.
Martin's
Flash
already
stops it.
gone. He was the one under
What?
threat, and Glyph has just domed him
Is there a
through the
fade?
wall.
Bit of
It
util that I
leaves them
missed here, I
under
guess.
pressure again. Showstopper ready, but
Oh,
the
not
smoke
even
fading
ready
gives
for
Mini a
elbow.
chance. Being aggressive in their nature.
Oh
and
boy,
well.
man, this is
I don't think he's using the showstopper here.
this
be
is
surprised.
rough, dude.
And I think a large
Yeah, and
part
they
of
use
why Nates are
Brimble into
playing
this
that
as
round
well.
so slow is because they're up against 5 ultimates. They don't know what's
not
coming
Jammer with
around.
the Prime,
If
thank
they
you for the
take an
18
early
months.
fight, but they don't
Might
actually
need another
capitalize on
timeout.
that control, i.e. if they're just playing for a bit of control on B, they go back in the other direction for the plant, whatever. The res is going to come through, and it won't really matter. You're taking a big risk for not a lot of payoff. The slow approach here, let your opponent make the mistakes, and then go for one big burst play.
Yeah.
Give them as little opportunity as possible to put those ultis into effective use. Very
That's
nicely
what
done.
I like about their post plant as well. Like, a lot of what they've been doing has been relatively passive in post. Like, you've had those early hits and then you just allow them to take the space. Like, maybe Starzo's baiting people into fights and then having crossfires.
The
This time they
Gentamates
didn't
have
do that
50k
because, as you
viewers.
said, if they
Dude, you
get
can
the
tell.
Sage Res,
I mean,
if they get
you can see why they
Showstopper
wanted
set
them
up
in
with utility, that's a
franchising.
problem. So, okay, let's push them. Let's take fight. That's filthy, by the way. That was just a ridiculous
Either
spam
got an all-goner
to
who
even attempt to go
refuses
for
to
it.
stream the games, or you have an all-goner that wants to
I can't
stream and
believe
gets
what I'm
50k
seeing.
views.
7 rounds in a row.
No-brainer.
From a team that had 2 in the first half, one of which was Mini winning a clutch.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, not that that's a crazy rare thing for Mini to win a clutch, but, you know, pretty rare for it to be pretty much the only thing
And
to
his
do it,
team,
huh?
yeah, and the team willing to spend money and
then for you
actually
to still
try
be in
and
the
win
game.
stream.
But here we are. It's a strange day.
Dude, this
Last
is
round, of
so
course,
many in a
Seekers
row.
and
They
Orbital
still
Strike come
have
from GX, so their
they have
ultimate
2
economy is
really
starting
good
to wane,
ults.
as is the credit economy, but, you know, they've
Viper
lost
goes
those,
out
build up to
towards
the
A. As
six.
soon as they hear the
Mates,
Viper over towards A, they
comfort,
wanna
really,
run at
it
them.
seems like the game is in their
What's
hand
the
at this
plan here?
moment.
Waylay
Viper sit to
send?
play off against.
Waylay
Does
send
look
off a
like they're moving
fade.
towards it, but they have the utility from Starzo that's going to be looking to clear
And
this out.
and they have a TP so they can capitalize off it as well.
TP on the back of that and look to punish
Waylay goes in.
This could be crazy.
Okay,
It's
they
a
wanted to
mass
def
Starzo.
mark.
Spam Flickless is 4 HP.
It's
They're
pretty cool, man. It's
surrounding
pretty
him and
cool. They
pushing
come
him
up
out
with
of
good
his own
ideas,
pit.
dude.
Yeah, the man that was left to defend him was taken out by Bippo over the top.
Nicholas was lucky to be
now
alive,
the
really, with all the
Viper's
spam from the
Well,
Prowler
they're coming
spotting
back
him
up,
out.
but it's on the
They
other
heard a
side.
double TP.
As you said, it's decent from Flickless to keep them standing, but now they've lost another to Mini, and all these players trying to get through. It's going to be awkward. Bippo on the corner,
Oh,
but he
his
goes
pre-aim
down.
was a bit off.
Maybe that showstopper can have effect after all. Straight through it goes, a chance to remove that pit, but looking for Mini, and he will find him. That's at least that gone. Glyph low, Starzo low. They're clearing them out one by one, and Glyph is all that remains. He's going to bait them out, but they don't know he's behind. Into
Good
the 1 versus
reposition.
1. Ara trying to wrap around, needs to get
Time
on
in
that
your
spike.
head.
That time
Count
is
it down.
taken, and Glyph knows he
Very,
can.
very nice, man.
It is another Red
God, and
Bull
they use
and
ults
it
as well,
makes
bro. They
favour.
got that. They got them
They have
all.
continued with 8
It's only
rounds
Sage
in
ult
a
left,
row,
right?
and a 10-10 scoreline. I don't even think the
reverse
co-streamers in the move
Gentlemates.
next door saw coming.
They're actually. Do he land on his head?
Round
Stomped him.
was so well played. No wasted thought. No spare momentum.
You went the chance? You went the chance? Seriously?
That's a sick flame.
Get on your feet, my man. 10 to 10.
That's a sick
8
flame.
rounds in a row. as well, pushing and pulling in the 1v2. The puppet master. Somehow mates are here. A chance to take the lead. Hell, to take this series. And look at what GX are fighting off against.
Don't get ecoed off the flame.
If the win streak continues, just 3 more, and it's a 2-0, and GX fight to defend their lead with pistols. And they've used 4 of their ultimates. Hellseeker's almost back online. This as a series needs to be studied. I'm sure it will be.
Well, if GX let it slip, the Pipson's going to be studying it. There's no doubt about that. That's a nice start for Flickless, though. He's still been stellar.
The hand delivery of a gun.
Big risk against the eco from mates as well.
Yeah, the thing is with Waylay, that's kind of what you're almost stuck with. Yeah. You need to be diving in. I think he would just hope that he would have got out.
Wait, who is this? Mini?
Even still, though.
Dude, I saw the...
What has been a...
Oh, what the hell is that?
What?
The
what was that, bro?
Low by
How?
Have just been disgusting. It was like Mini saw Martine doing it and then was like, okay, it's my turn now. And well, what started like a hopeful round is now just fallen into a lurking Viper
What's
double.
he going to do? Take the TP to save the gun?
Running through a Viper's wall with the
You kind of have to do it at the end of the round, otherwise you're going to get spammed with it.
Yeah, everyone's already dead.
Why didn't you see that one coming?
Spam straight through it to take the second guy after he saw one in the open. Didn't even see backside to line it up and just guessed that. Probably peek around now, wouldn't he? What an absolute lunatic.
Well, that.
If I lost a round like that in ranked, I think I'd close my PC down. I think I have in the past. Mini, at this stage, because the round in isolation is kind of ridiculous. Like, it's an eco from GX in the first place. They get the opening. You know, they have a little bit of hope to at least have a back and forth, to at least do some damage and get themselves into a fight, you know? Feel like their teeth are getting back
so far away
to the meat
from
and
the big
potatoes
ults.
of the game. And for it to be after
They're
8
actually
rounds
not
in a
getting
row,
the
a
big
guy
ults.
just goes, oh, you have a bit of hope? Let me deal with that real quick.
That's happened a few
feel so
times,
dejected.
Though. I think the upsetting thing for them is there's not, like, for example, if I said how many times has a player, or if I had a nickel for every time somebody on mates has walked into an eco round
Dude,
site
this
with an
second
outfit
shot.
and won it for the team. I would have a couple, but it's a couple more than I expected to see in this game. Like, we saw Martine do exactly the same thing.
We did see a side to line it up, at least.
But it's got to be infuriating because you've got to feel as a player like you're not really doing too much wrong, but you're just being caught by these incredible plays from the other side. The Vipers both sitting atop the board.
Oh, interesting. They go to fight here.
His lead above, but...
Oh, this might be good.
11 to 10. From 10-2 down.
2 anti-flash.
They now have the lead, and it's all out
Damn,
like
shots, bro. Cloud hit some absolute bangers.
They've still got to defend, though. There's other players.
Holy Stoxer hit some absolute bangers back. Big 2v2, get Fado.
Starzo's turn. Yep, we know where they died. We know, we saw. We know what happened. Oh, the Nightfall, yeah, I think he just
Only
got that
one.
online.
Don't know about the others.
One of them is.
They don't hear the sound, so they start running the whole time. Oh, yeah. Dude, look at them. The decision making is nice,
For
bro.
his own ace. I don't know if they'll be as friendly about it this time because
Oh, like, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 35 months.
maybe we'll give an opportunity in the corner behind the smoke. They are Grabinho. This is a round that
Ollie doesn't reach the
almost
corner.
should
Ooh.
have been their opponents. I think a snake bite is waiting for the spam coming through. Starzo looking for
Oh.
his ace speed, taking a lot of damage. Can't risk the round for solo glory, but Starzo's going to try and do it anyway. The steps a bit hurt. Oh, and there is the ace in the
Dude,
end.
what a round to do that, by the way.
Example.
What a
What
what a round, man. The Fado run around was awesome.
Back with a different jersey, a different squad, and a completely different mentality.
Double digits, man. We talked about it on the last map. It was hard for mates to get there. They couldn't push up to 10. When they did, they closed the game out. Well, they just went to 10 in a row against GX. As Cliff said, they went to champs. This is
Okay,
a squad
2
that
goes
comes
at
in
it.
with
Dude, look at this.
expectations from everybody.
And no excuses either. There's
No.
no like, oh, we've got a new player, we're playing with a standard. There's nothing. This is a squad that people looked at and went, okay, you've got to have that good start to the year.
I'll give an excuse to Ara if he comes out in a post-game interview and says, I just had the unluckiest game of my life. I'll be like, yeah, you did, bro. I saw it happen. Unlucky. But sadly, that excuse ain't going to put any wins on the
that's a
board.
rough start,
Nice shot
though.
from West Side.
They finally shut down the Outlaw.
Is it the first defensive side opening duel they've had that didn't immediately get shut down, like traded back?
Well, the
Doubled
last
up
one
on-
wasn't immediate, but Starzo did
it was
kill
like 10
the
seconds
entire...
later. Then he just won the round.
Seeker's going to give them almost everything they needed. 4 players making their way through long. Arrow, oh, he's not going to win the fight. Desperately needed to take that one home. And now Biffo's going to go over the top. The slow has connected. It makes it impossible.
Dude, it's so nice, man. It's so hard to play against.
Wonderful utility work, and from a man advantage to a 2-man disadvantage, they were 10-2 in the lead. And now mates have the chance,
As long as Starkster doesn't overpeak, it's done.
Left, right, and center to pull off an 11-round streak. Flickless will clear Mini. An opportunity maybe, but that opportunity fading. Flickless started this game off magnificently, and he has a chance to keep them in it. But both players just sitting back. Starzo gonna go looking, checking.
Really nice, man. Crazy comeback every single round. The reverse Gentamates, they're reinventing it.
No surprise, Mini is definitely
Respect,
happy
dude.
to be
Dude, they
there
2-0'd them.
The team that last year we knew them as the squad that couldn't close the series. Hell, a map was hard enough.